Hi, it's Joanne from the Damselfly path. That hi was a bit weird. So this week, we're going to be exploring something a little bit different. We're going to be exploring what I'm calling the mind behind the lenses. We're going to look at the connection between the Damselfly path, the 7 qualities of attention, and what research tells us about reflection, attention, memory, and interpretation. And today we're going to start with a really simple idea. The idea that when you reflect on an experience or ask yourself an initial question around an experience that you're moving through or you're trying to move through, the first answer that you get might be true, but it might also not be complete. And those things can absolutely be two realities. They can coexist. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you had a conversation with someone and it really bothered you, and I ask you the question, why did that conversation bother you so much? Your first answer might be because she didn't listen to anything I said. Now that answer might be true. It might be true, might be absolutely 100% true. But if you paused for a second and asked yourself what else might be true, you might recognize that you were very tired when you had that conversation. You might recognize that there were elements of that conversation that reminded you of something about your past. Or you might also realize that when you moved in the conversation, you were really hoping she would understand, and you feel like you really explained yourself clearly. And so the lenses don't negate your initial interpretation of what happened, but they allow you to get a clearer and more complete picture of what actually is going on. Because our mind has an automatic sort of way of responding, finding the first answer that's available to us. And looking at a situation, especially situations that are super important to us, situations that we want to move through, where we want to get an outcome that matters to us, that means something to us, it's worth taking a look at things from a broader perspective. So, for today's mindfulness exercise, is there any situation in your life where maybe asking a few follow-up questions might bring you a little bit more discernment and a little bit more clarity? So if this resonated with you, again, please leave your comments. You don't have to speak to your personal experiences, but let me know what resonates, and follow and like.